What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Leizel. Now for today's video, we are going to be decluttering and reorganizing my entire makeup collection. Yes, I have done one of these videos on my channel before. However, that was quite some time ago and I just feel like I'm coming back around to that time where I kind of need to go through everything, reorganize, clean out, get rid of things that are no longer of use, that have expired, that I know that I'm not going to use anymore, and really just go through my collection to kind of purge it and also kind of remind myself what I do have and what I don't have. So if that's the kind of thing that you guys are interested in, keep on watching, and if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it, and if you're new, you know what to do. Join the crew by hitting the little red button down below to subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so this is what we're working with today. This is where I store my makeup. I actually have the two classic Alex 9 drawers. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I know back in the day on YouTube, in the makeup community, everyone and their mum was like crazy about these, and yes, I do still have them because I feel like in terms of organizing my makeup, it's just really simple and easy, and it is compact as well. It doesn't take up too much room, and they just so happen to fit perfectly in my closet, which is awesome because they're not taking up actual space like in the room. So I just close the closet doors and everything is nicely tucked away. But as you can see, we do have a little bit of clutter going on the top because I did actually start doing this whole decluttering process in a vlog, and then I kind of ran out of time, and then I realized that I wanted to do a whole separate video dedicated to this. So what you're seeing on top is like clutter. This especially is all stuff that I know I'm going to get rid of. But I guess I will start off by showing you like what is in each drawer so you can get an idea of how everything looks before this whole process. Now the first drawer is of course the foundation drawer. So I have like liquid foundations and then powders, like face powders, setting powders, that kind of thing along here. And the second drawer has concealers, correctors, and primers, and then like a spray at the back. If you are wondering, the containers, I actually got these a long time ago, and I know that now there are much more customized containers fit perfectly for this whole drawer system. Like if you just Google acrylic containers for Alex drawers, you can find things that are actually specifically customized to fit in these drawers. However, when I started this whole thing, this was before any of that was available, so I kind of went with what I could find. As you can see, they don't fit in here perfectly. There is a bit of a gap on either side, which the perfectionist in me is kind of like cringing when I see that, but for the most part it does the job. It organizes everything nicely, divides everything up into segregated compartments, and it just helps with the whole organization process. So whatever works. Onto the next drawer now. We have a whole collection of stuff. This is, I think, supposed to be like blushes and bronzers. And then in this one is all highlighters. This one is palettes. Now I think these were supposed to be palettes that I wasn't going to keep standing up because I do have dividers that kind of help to keep the palette standing up in a drawer further down, which I'll show you guys. Yep, this one. As you can see, I do have more palettes in here, but they are properly, well, I mean, they aren't properly organized, but they're supposed to be properly organized by these drawer dividers, which I purchased online. If I can find the link for them, I will leave a link in the description box down below. However, I did buy these a long time ago. But like I said, if you just Google storage solutions, acrylic storage solutions for the Alex 9 drawers, then I'm pretty sure you can find everything you need. So I might leave some site links down below for what I think would help you guys out. In this drawer, this is supposed to be lashes. You guys know that I wear lash extensions now, so I don't really have too much need for this drawer. However, I know that I'm probably gonna have to clear out a lot of stuff that's in here as well that's like old. This one has brush cases. Okay, yeah. And then in the very bottom, again, more random stuff. We've got samples, we got little eyeshadow compacts, which I know I don't use any of these, so I'll probably end up getting rid of those as well. And more palettes. In this drawer over here, we have Oh, okay. See, that's what I mean. I forget what I have because I don't go through these drawers all the time. So I don't need to go out and buy more of these because I have 3 of them back up in here. More samples, which I'm probably going to have to go through and throw a lot of these out anyway. In this drawer, once again, random bits and pieces, backups of whatever else. I think this drawer is like products that I haven't used yet. This drawer has like another set of those upright palette organizers. As you can see, I have them side by side, so we're going to try and figure something out with that. And then in this one we have like bases and these things, which I love. I need to film tutorials with these, you guys. I want to do like an astrology series that are kind of centered around a lot of these because I get like astrology vibes from these, so definitely need to get some use out of those. But yeah, that is that drawer. This one is like eyes, so we got mascaras, tools, like extra tools and bits and pieces, eyeliners, eyeshadow bases, pencil liners, and then brow stuff. And then in this one we have lips, so like lip liners, what do you call these, like lip crayon type of things, liquid lipsticks, and then again more lip products in this one, lip glosses, liquid lipsticks, that type of thing. And then in the top are actual lipstick bullets, which these dividers I picked up from Daiso. So yeah, those are all of the drawers. Now I've already done the first 2 drawers, so basically what I'm going to do is like do it drawer by drawer. Essentially, I'm going to take everything out of the drawer, put it on top, give the drawers a good wipe down, and then I like to wipe down the containers as well. And then during that process, as I'm putting the products back and figuring out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, whatever I don't want to keep, I'll kind of put over there in a pile, and then whatever I do want to keep gets wiped down and cleaned and put back into the drawer. So in this whole process, I'm also going to be like wiping everything down and cleaning it as well. So yeah, like I said, I did the first 2 drawers already. So I guess we shall start with the blushes and bronzers drawer. Figure out what I want to keep and then we'll go from there. So this is how it's looking before.
Yeah. Here we go like that. Yeah. Here we go like that. Yeah. Here we go like that. Yeah.
If your girl only knew that I would want to kick it with you. If she knew, if your girl could only see how you be calling me, getting fresh with me. You alone, because you are the number one. She'll be bad, she was on. If your girl could only see how you be calling.
What you saying, huh? What you saying, huh? What you saying, huh? What you saying, huh? What you saying, huh?
If your girl could only see how you be
Alright, so this is what I have figured out for the like bronzer oh my gosh, bronzer and blush drawer so far. It's kind of difficult to store like bronzers and such because typically the packaging is a little more bulky and not as streamlined as other products. So I'm kind of just figuring out what's working. I've put my blushes in here. I think in my other drawer I have more blushes, so whether that's going to stay there, I don't know. But that is also what I've added to my pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of. So I'm pretty happy with what I've gotten rid of so far. I'm already feeling a lot lighter. Now onto the next drawer. This one is of course highlighters. Yeah, like I said, I have more blushes in here as well, so I don't know how that's going to work with the blushes up here, whether I'm going to move those or just kind of figure it out as I go along. But yeah, once again, I'm going to repeat the process, so let's go.
What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? Huh? What you saying? What you saying?
Alright, so I'm done with the highlighters and the rest of the blushes. I ended up just putting whatever else blushes into this little container, and then we have like bigger highlighter palettes here, more highlight palettes, and then like the compacts and all that. And then this is what I got rid of in that drawer. So that's done. Now on to this drawer. I think I'm going to combine like this drawer with this drawer and kind of figure out how I want to organize the two. So I think like my bigger palettes, like these Morphe palettes, I think they fit in here standing upright. Okay, just kidding, they don't. So I guess like my smaller palettes can sit in here upright, and then I'll put the bigger ones in here. But I still don't know, because I have also palettes in here as well that I need to divide up as well. So I can't even remember how I used to do it before. I think I have like more higher end palettes in here. Oh, random face spray in here. But yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to sort this. So let me just take everything out and clean out the drawers first.
Keep with me in the moment. I that you had known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches had to roll it. You got to keep me focused. You wanna say so? Didn't like to learn it. Keep with me in the moment. I that you had known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches had to roll it. You got to keep me focused. You wanna say so? It's been a long time since you fell in love. We coming at yourself. Do we really think yourself? For me, what it's like, ooh, damn, I love. 'Cause clearly I'm everything. I wouldn't come and it won't stop kissing. And we can't dance all day around it. If you run it, I'll be bouncing. If you want it, scream it, shout it, baby. 'Cause I give you
So I ended up doing all three drawers that house my palettes. So in this one, this is like bigger palettes and also other random palettes that I just couldn't really find space for in the organizers. So we've got like the Morphe palettes in here because they're a little bit bigger, and then just a couple of Z palettes and extra bits and pieces. In terms of the little drawers with the palette organizers in them, I kind of just set them up like in the middle how I thought they looked best, but there's not really any specific rhyme or reason as to what goes where. I just wanted it to be sitting upright and everything kind of out open in view. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how all of that turned out. So that's those three drawers now done. I might actually move some things around later on, but for the time being I'm pretty happy. That's those drawers done. And as for what I got rid of, these are a bunch of palettes that I'm getting rid of. Actually, I'm not getting rid of this one because this is my first ever palette that I bought for myself, and it's like one of those old school palettes that you find on eBay. This was like all the thing back in the day. It was like the Manly 120 palette, and it had like every single color you could ever need. Now I'm never going to use this again, but I just keep it for like sentimental reasons, because this right here is like basically where it all started. Moving on to the next drawer now. As I said, this is my like lashes drawer. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this drawer just because I don't really wear lashes like these, because obviously I wear lash extensions for the time being, but I'm probably just gonna clean it up a little bit and just organize everything. So I'll probably get through this really quickly, so let's go ahead and do that now.
No, baby, in a bag, in a Birkin. No, not a vibe, put the work in. Doesn't know I love them all. To me, you're perfect. Baby girl, you got it, girl. You got it, girl.
Yeah, there wasn't really much that went into organizing this drawer. I mean, it was pretty organized as it was, just had to throw out a couple of things, but same thing. I have all the lashes organized by like brand. Got some lash glue in here. This drawer, okay, yeah, this drawer doesn't really have anything in it except for like brush cases and whatever. So probably if I find like other drawers that have like makeup bags or whatever in it, I'll probably just put everything into here so that's all in one place. Now as for this drawer, there's like other miscellaneous things in here. Again, makeup bags I'll probably take out, and like I said, I'll put it in that drawer up above. And then some other palettes. I don't think these are even available to buy anymore. And then we have other miscellaneous bits and pieces. I think all of these I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to get rid of these because I just know that I'm never going to use them again. It's just a bunch of like little eyeshadow compacts. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for this everywhere, you guys. My Clarisonic. I don't know, I thought I'd like lost it. I don't even know if this will still work anymore, but I'll figure that out another time. But yeah, I think this drawer is just going to kind of continue to be miscellaneous. So I don't think too much has to go into clearing out this drawer. Like I'll just put the makeup cases in here. This is another like weird kind of drawer. I've got like backups in here, which I'll probably take these out and put them somewhere else. I'm kind of just going to go through this really quickly and just figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to throw away.
Seeing how you did, homeboy, so please take it easy. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you need me. Yeah. 6 got tall, but I ain't trying to get preachy. No, no. Seeing how you did, homeboy, please take it easier on me. Cause I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no.
Alright, so this drawer is done and organized. I'm probably gonna have to go through here again at some point and get rid of more stuff. Now moving on to, okay, I don't even know what this drawer is. I think a lot of these things are empty as well, or there's like not much left. So all of this stuff is going to go away. And I have like extra, I don't know, like moisturizers and whatnot in here. This next drawer is pretty much another random drawer. I think most of this stuff is stuff that I haven't opened yet, whether it's stuff that I've been like given or sent. These right here, I'll probably get rid of these, and then at least that gives me another container to use as well. As you can see, this is how the pile is growing. For the most part, this is what I'm getting rid of. So for this next drawer, we have like eye stuff, I guess. So like eyeshadow bases and pigments, glitters, more eyeshadow bases, and then liquid shadows. Yeah, that's what these are, liquid eyeshadows. I'm pretty much gonna keep majority of this stuff just because I know if I get rid of it, I'm gonna be like, damn it, where's that thing that I need? So I think all I'm gonna do for this drawer is just give it a wipe down and clean it out. And to be honest, it's already pretty organized. Okay, so for this drawer now, we have more eye stuff, so like brows, pencils, liquid liners, eye bases, mascaras, and tools. I think there's a lot that I'm going to get rid of because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of mascaras in here that are like dried out because I haven't touched them for a while. So hopefully this one comes back looking much more clean and organized, but that is what this drawer is, so I'm going to get started on that.
She also put my name, bro, she knows the thing. Yeah, I'm with a ooh, but don't show the thing. Are you a driller? Are you a gotcha man, a drug a dealer? I let her ring, I don't ring her. She's a rustic girl, but I feel her. I'm a swing on the jet like
So this drawer is finally done. This one took me a little longer to get through, but as you can see, I threw away majority of my mascaras, so I only have whatever is left in this little tub here. So yeah, that's that drawer done. I feel better now that I've thrown away all those mascaras because there were a lot that were just sitting there taking up space. Now moving on to this drawer. This again is lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, I believe. This one's pretty organized as it is. I don't think I really need to clean too much because the drawer isn't that dirty, but I'm just gonna kind of go through and see what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Same for this drawer as well because they're pretty much the same, just not everything can fit into one drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and do both of these drawers right now.
Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going. I think there's something. Because you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. Oh, just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going.
I feel like there wasn't really too much that I had to do with these drawers, but I did throw away a couple. Most of them I kept for the time being, but I just know I'm going to go through this again and throw some more out. So for the time being, it kind of stays as it is. I'm just very satisfied at how like organized everything's looking. So now that that's done, we are finally down to the last drawer, which is of course the lipstick drawer. I have a feeling that I'm going to throw out a lot of these because I typically don't reach for a lot of colors that are in here. Like I don't really do pinks, you guys, and I have a lot of pinks in here, so I have a feeling that I'm going to be throwing a lot of these away. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly go through all of this and then I'll show you what I got rid of when I'm done.
Seems like ever since the first day we met, there is no one else I think of more than you. Can't seem to forget, can't get you on my head. Guess the verdict's in, I'm crazy over you. How can one be down? Tell me where to start. Cause every time you smile, I feel tremors in my heart. I have a one concern, I cannot get with you till my day comes. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Check it.
Yeah, nothing but you. Thinking about you. I must confess, I'm a mess for you. Nothing but you. I'm just a mess with a thing.
So I am done with going through my lipstick collection. I feel like I could definitely get rid of more, but I'm kind of just gonna let it sit like that for a little bit and then figure it out later on. But yeah, I'm pretty much getting rid of all of this right here. Just tip it over, it's fine. So I'll tidy that up and I guess give you guys a proper overview of what I'm throwing out, and then I will give you a quick little tour of the collection now that it's all clean. So I'll be right back. So here we have it. This is all the makeup that I'm going to be getting rid of. A lot of it is just stuff that is either expired, old, or I just know that I'm not going to use it again, so I'd rather just declutter it from my collection. Looking at it all piled up on the floor like this, it does look like a pretty substantial amount, but I still feel like there's a lot more that I could get rid of. We'll see how I go in like the coming week, whether I want to add more to this pile, but yeah, that's the outcome of what I did today. I said that I'd give you guys a quick little overview of my collection now that it's been all decluttered, organized, and cleaned out. So yes, this is how the top of my drawers typically look. I have all of my brushes out nice and clean. put away in their little canisters and they're all nicely organized. So like I said in the beginning, I already had previously downsized the foundation and powder drawer. So that's how everything's looking right now. Like I said, liquid foundations and then setting powders and powder foundations on this side. And then in here we have not too much actually. This drawer I did a pretty good amount of decluttering. I actually filmed these two drawers like in my previous vlog. If you want to go and check that out, I'll leave the link somewhere on the screen right now. This drawer is just color correctors, primers, and concealers. And then I don't really have anything else much to put in these back drawers. I can't even remember what I had in here before. Next up we have bronzers and blushes, like some blushes. Pretty happy with how this is looking. I feel like with bronzers though, because the packaging is so bulky, it's like hard to make them look nice when they're stored. So that's just the way it's staying for now. And then in this one, of course, we have more blushes along the side here, and then my highlighter compacts, some highlighter palettes and more little compacts, and then more like highlighters and contouring powders and whatnot. This one is palettes. So these are like the awkward little palettes that wouldn't really fit. So they're either too big for the palette organizers or they're too small. So we've got like these ones kind of stored up along the side here. So that's how that is for now. And then of course we have the drawer with the palette organizers. So I'm pretty happy with how that's looking now. I can actually see everything properly, see everything standing upright, and it's easy to navigate through. And then in here we have lashes, which I don't think I'll be getting too much use out of at the moment. Makeup bags, random miscellaneous bits and pieces like samples, glitters and sequins, and then I don't even know what to call that stuff. In here we have some more masks, empties, samples. I'll probably have to go through this again at another time and try and figure out what more I want to get rid of. But for now, everything at least is looking organized. And then we have random extra bits and pieces in here like creams and backup beauty sponges and cleaner as well. I think this is pretty much just going to be a drawer for like new products that I haven't put away yet or opened, so then at least I know the difference between what's been opened and what hasn't. So yeah, a lot of this stuff in here is like stuff that I've been sent that hasn't been opened yet. And then we have another palette drawer. I really like how this drawer looks because it just has like the pretty palettes in it, like compared to this one. This one's pretty too, but I feel like out of the two of them, which side do you guys like better? Because I'm liking this one better. But yeah, like I said, all the pretty palettes are in here. Like we've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, some NYX ones, Huda Beauty, another one of my favorites. Next up, we have more eye stuff, bases and all that kind of thing. So like glitters, jumbo eye pencils, crayon bases, and then some more eyeshadow bases. And then we have more eye stuff. So extra tools, mascaras, brows, pencil liners, eyeshadow bases like the plain ones, and then eyeliners, so like gel eyeliners and liquid eyeliners. Next up we have lip products. I wish I could compact these two drawers into one, to be honest. Probably gonna have to go through this again and kind of toss some more, but for the time being I'm liking how organized it's looking, so can't be too mad about that. But yeah, we've got liquid lipsticks, lip liners, some more extra Kat Von D ones, which I don't even know if I'm going to keep these, to be honest. And then of course we have lip glosses, more liquid lipsticks, all that kind of stuff. And then of course, last but not least, at the top we have lipsticks. So yeah, that is how everything is looking, you guys. I feel much better now that I've gone through my collection and I can actually remember what I have and know what I have to work with, because yeah, it's been a while since I've had a look through everything. As you guys can see from the time, it is currently 3:12 p.m. I think I started this around 11:30 or maybe 12. I think, I can't remember, but I've been doing this for a couple of hours now. But I feel so much better now that I'm done. So that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it, and if you're still here at the end watching and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any more videos that I post. If you guys have any more questions about anything, please don't hesitate to ask, and as always, you can find all of my social media links down in the description box below if you want to keep up with me on any of those. With that being said, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will talk to you in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video.
On the freeway, hand on the wheel, foot on the clutch. Rule, baby, not giving it up. To everybody that be living it up, we said